Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the channel and another edition of What's Happening on the Farmstead. For the last week and a half, so I'm filming this on Sunday, October 26th, so not the Friday that just happened, but the Friday before that. I think I'd mentioned this on my Wednesday in the Word video or my Farm Truck Friday, but I'd picked some goldenrod for my boss to make a tincture, and that stuff has whipped my behind. I don't know if it's just the goldenrod has whipped my behind, or if after post-heart attack, if my sinuses are more apt to just give me trouble, but they have kicked my behind for better than a week now. You can still got some stopped up sinuses, so haven't been able to do a whole lot, just because when I'd get home from work, I'd want to go crash and take a nap. I'd near about have to take a nap before I even had enough energy to eat supper. That's how bad it was. So anyways, let's get turned around and see what's happening. So here we are at the Coop Mahal. I say that because they got a better house than I got, and we're doing an addition for them. And we got everything done and painted so far, except for that 4x4 that's on those set of sawhorses right there. Has got to be cut for the bottom right here and the top right there. Then we can square it up and put the roof on. And we're just going with tinted fiberglass panels, so that way they can still get some sunlight through it instead of just metal tin, because it's just trying to save money. Of course, then we got to put the wire up, and then we will let the guys and gals have some additional space, and they need it because we have one rooster, that joker right there, Rocky Balboa. He wants to fight every time we try to feed him or water him. We have a hoe handle there we have knocked him silly with. We have kicked the snot out of him trying to knock him silly, and it does no good. One day I'm afraid I'm going to kick him so hard that it's going to hurt him, and he might be Sunday dinner, but it is what it is. But he likes to fight. Now, he doesn't bother the ladies, and doesn't bother, Silver's the other rooster right here. And he has size on Rocky, but he is as gentle could be. That one right there, he lives up to his name in Rocky. He's a fighter. So the feeder's doing good. The water is doing good. And just another, I can't remember if I've said this before, but you can see well, you can't because it's not focused. But two of the waters, well, three of the four have water in them. The fourth one is dry. And we raised it up a little bit, not intentionally. But we know that when it runs out of water, I need to fill the bucket back up. So that tells me I got to fill some water up. We are getting 7 to 8 eggs a day now, most of the time 8. We got 6 so far because the granddaughters wanted to get them, but we've got one hen in there laying now, so that'll be the 7th one for the day. So that's the Coop Mahal. Coming over here are emerald blueberries from Hoss. They are doing good. Again, just that mixture of peat moss and pine bark, and they will stay in these containers for a year. Pecans are better than what I thought. Just haven't been able to pick any up this week, and I'm going to try my best to pick up most of them by hand. We did have a guy with a mechanical machine come out here to give us a price, and he's wanting 34 cents a pound to pick them up, clean them, and grade them. And just to keep the math easy, if you say $1 a pound and you're paying him 34 cents, you do the math and you see how well your profit can be eat up real quick. So I'm going to try to pick up as much as I can by hand, just to try to make some profit back. And the reason that is because with all the wind we've had, we have lost a lot of nuts. So change the subject right quick, like we did our sweet potato harvest, and I can't remember if I showed these. If I did, I'm showing them again. If I didn't, you're seeing them for the first time. But this is Jackie and I's first time growing sweet potatoes. And these are slips from Hoss, and they done well. But you can see all various sizes. So, but those were all in those containers. So they're under here curing. But getting back to the pecans, or pecans, depending on what part of the country you're from. My English teacher would say a pecan is something that you carry with you in the boat when you go fishing. But if it grows on a tree, it's a pecan. But anyways, out of mine and Jackie's trees, I got 2 full bags here. So give or take, they're 100 pounds. I picked up 1 bag of Jackie's mama's trees from Blessed Nana's trees. So like I say, it's just a hodgepodge. Right now, I'm just using, if y'all remember the old garden weasel. So here it's a weasel nut gatherer, and I'll show you how to use it in a minute. Last year, we used this bag of nut, pulled it behind the lawnmower, and I'll end up doing that later. I just hadn't felt like getting all that out, because one thing you got to do is blow the leaves out of the way from that, because it's like a sweeper, it'll pick everything up. So you can see I've got the garden weasel, or the weasel nut gatherer in my hand. So you just walk through. See, there's a pecan right there. Just roll it and see it picks it up. Walk to pick up another one. Walk to pick up another one. And that's all you do is just walk back and forth. Roll them up. And that's one way to pick them up by hand. And so let me put this back over here. These are all Blessed Nana's, so I don't want to mix them up with mine. Oh, let's see, what else? We over here by the satsuma, the grapefruit, and the oranges. Now, with some of the medicine I'm on, I can't have grapefruit this year, and that breaks my heart because I love grapefruit. And you see the grapefruit's on that tree, so it's going to kill me not to be able to eat grapefruit. Here's the orange tree. You can see it's loaded. The satsuma tree, it's got 13 on it, and it's just starting to turn colors. Some people are already picking satsumas in our area, but mine's not quite ready, or ours is not quite ready. And you can see how bad this one limb right here is bowed. That limb is loaded for some reason. The grape vineyard, you can see it's finally crashed. Let me zoom out a little bit where you can see. Zoom the other way. It's finally crashed there, so it's going to have a major overhaul once this goes dormant. So let's walk to the garden. So here's our container garden, and yeah, we show it a lot. And I think in my last Hoss video, I showed the garlic that we got. We have not had a chance to plant it yet. Best laid plans, have gone awry with me being sick. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but Jackie travels out of town for her job on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Now, she's back home every night, but by the time she gets home, because she goes to Valdosta, Georgia on Tuesdays, and that's a 70 or 80 mile trip. Goes to Tifton, Georgia on Wednesdays, and that's another 70 or 80 mile trip. So time she gets off 4 or 5 o'clock, gets home an hour and a half later, she's not wanting to come to the garden. So it's been a struggle bus for us. But here's the strawberries, and here's the Hoss strawberries. Some of these others are Hoss, but they're also mixed. But these are all the Ruby June strawberries from Hoss. They're still doing well. Still got some. One of these is a Hossinator. Some of these are their others. It's starting to cool down here, so I don't know if we're going to get any tomatoes or not. You saw these 2 beds had, we put pecan leaves in the bottom of them, but you can see these containers here are all flipped upside down. That means that we have harvested. This is where the sweet potatoes were, so we took the dirt from there, moved it over here to these beds to where we could rejuvenate the dirt. Now this here is just the dirt out of that, but before we fill this back up with either onions or garlic, we'll add more brand new black cow and Miracle Grow to it, so that way it'll be freshened up. A lot of people can overuse their dirt, so we try to keep ours rejuvenated by keep it mixing up. Of course, we put the sweet potato vines and the excess roots from the sweet potatoes over there, because sweet potatoes have a lot of roots, so we clean those out. Let's see, we have lettuce growing over here. Still haven't done anything with this bed, but this here had Detroit dark red beets, and it was seed tape. And I said we've always struggled with beets, and it's just because of we have not been able to keep the water to it like we need to. We've had no rain, and so again, I'm not blaming the beets. This has just been a rough week for us to try to even come down here and water because we're both so tired. This had well, it says Detroit dark red beets, but obviously that's lettuce. So then we have some Oakley salad bowl over here, and some Florida mustard from Hoss. So each of these are Hoss products, but I think that one might be mislabeled, or it may have lettuce and beets in it. That I'm not sure. Jackie's been down here working when I've been laid up sick. Here we have some broccoli. Here. So got us a row of broccoli going. And I know y'all have heard me say our littlest granddaughter, she loves broccoli. Snap peas here. I don't know what that is, it's dead, but obviously, peppers, yeah, so we was letting that one go. Again, more broccoli there. Different kinds of broccoli. I don't know where she come up with the seeds for those. I try to get her to put Hoss on the ones that are Hoss seeds, because that way, we support them and want you to support them too. So that is the garden. Let's see, got our 2 pear trees there. So onions up here. As I said, we've still got onions coming in November. We've got the garlic to plant. I got these 2 beds right here. I didn't even talk about these 2 beds. Obviously some more peas here. What do we got here? I know she pulled the cucumbers up, but what is that? That is cabbage. So we have some cabbage growing here. And these onions, she has started cutting these onions. I know she had some on her, I don't even remember what she ate yesterday, but she cut some onions up and had them in her salad or something. I don't remember what it is. Okay, so that's my ramble for the week. I hope you enjoyed this, what's happening on the farmstead. Like I say, it hadn't been much this week because I still got to get over these sinuses. Just this walking around here, I can tell has got me short-winded, so I don't know what it is. But until then, until we get back together, I hope y'all have a blessed day and a blessed week. And until we get back together, y'all take care and God bless.